outside. Ladies and gentlemen, Alex!
I came over a bump in the hill and I saw him in my hazy headlights. He was standing on the side of the road, his foot a metronome against a puddle. He looked up, looked behind him, saw the road rise into the fog, and he reached out a hand and clutched at the wet air like he was trying to grab a single raindrop. How about a lift? His voice was sand-clogged. I never picked up a hitchhiker, never thought I would, never bought into that folksy idea of the hitchhiker trading stories for rides. Nowadays it's all carjackers and murderers. Hell, you can't even talk to a stranger because you'll say something the wrong way, and then your face is all over social media, being accused of this and that, and there goes your career. No thank you. But that was all up there, and he was here in his eggplant coat and egg yolk hat, the only speck of color against the gray sky and gray road. I opened my door and he stepped in. "Where are you heading?" I asked. "I'm going down," he said, and it wasn't that strange because we weren't halfway down the long and lonesome hill. "That's good," I said. "It would be kind of hard to turn around at this point." He laughed. "Believe me, friend, I tried." He took off his hat and stared into it. I tried. "I just came from up there," I said. "I'm glad to see the back of it." In that moment, I meant it. It seemed, with just the quiet wind and the hitchhiker tapping against his hat, it seemed so obvious. "Everyone's glad to be leaving," he said. And it was true, because all you heard up there was people complaining about their lives, or lack of lives, or lack of excitement, or what I wouldn't give for either one good ice cream sandwich or one good fuck. But none of it existed up there, not anymore. And they would talk about getting in their cars and driving down to the far side, but no one ever did, and nobody knew why no one ever did. It just wasn't done. "So you've seen it," I said. "You've been to the far side." "Let me tell you," he leaned back. "How did you go?" Because it always was a how, not a why. "Same way as everyone else." I slowed as a squirrel skipped along the muddy road. "Chasing ghosts," I said, because those stories existed too. Every once in a while someone would go mad, and it always played out the same way. They would fall in love, or think they fell in love, because nobody knew what falling in love was anymore. And they would think their found love was reciprocated, which it wasn't. And that their absent lover had gone down to the far side, and it was their chivalric duty to chase after her. And this duty would override all sense of sanity, and they would do what the sane can never do. They would drive down. Which begs the question, the hitchhiker asked. "Who are you chasing?" "I'm not, because I wasn't like the stories. I'm different. My friend, I've been up this hill for a while, and I've seen a lot of your type, and they all say they're different. You're not." "How long have you been walking up this hill?" Not that long this time. I never get too far before I remember there's no end." I turned a bend in the road where a cluster of autumn trees bled red. "You weren't that far off," I said. "I only left up there about half an hour ago." "But if you were to drive half an hour back, you'd still be driving uphill," he said. I slowed down and looked behind at the advancing fog. He rolled down the window and breathed in the stale air. "Most people accept it when they figure out what the far side is." "What is it?" "They resign themselves to their new lives, and they make a life for themselves. Me, I couldn't stay down there, so I climbed the hill, but my body gave way and I got to lift back down. But time would pass and I would grow restless, so I begin the process anew." We were crawling now, like my car was on the last sputter of gas. "What is the far side?" "And I don't think it's ever going to stop. I don't think I'm ever going to stop walking up this hill." "Where are we going?" I was sweating. I swerved. I felt my palms loosen on the wheel. The hitchhiker relaxed. "There's a cliff up ahead. Stay to the right. It's a narrow pass." "Fine, but just tell me where we're going." "Stay to the right," he said to the open window. "It wouldn't do good to drive off the edge." "Please." "Wouldn't do good at all."